Well, has anybody else had the most outrageous weather this morning? Four seasons all in one day. We may do something by the four seasons tomorrow. Anyway, I have to say, I thought the roof was coming in. My conservatory is not a conservatory, it's a porch. My conservatory sounded like as though it was going to crack under the strain. And Fiona got very excited and went outside and tried to make snowballs from the hailstones. Oh, she can't really remember that snow we had a few years ago where we did snow angels in the park and so on. And now I look out and there's a bit of sun, and goodness me, there's a rainbow. I can't believe it. So we've had hail, sun, 4 o'clock this morning, there was thunder and lightning. Well done, Wales. Good effort. Right, we are going to start with a good news medley, okay? Because there's always, whatever the weather, there's always a bit of good news, isn't there, when we're singing? So you know what happens here. I'm sure you can remember. It goes, he's got the whole world in his hands a couple of times. And then we do Go Tell Aunt Rhody a couple of times. And then we do Choo Choo Chariots Coming a couple of times. And actually, if you are not alone in your home with this and you would care to sing it as a round, you can do that because it's one of those partner songs. So here we go. Whole world in his hands to start. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. And again, he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Go tell. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. The old grey goose is dead. And again. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. The old grey goose is dead. Choo choo. Choo choo, chariots are coming. Choo choo, chariots are coming. Choo choo, chariots are coming. Don't leave me behind. And again. Choo choo, chariots are coming. Choo choo, chariots are coming. Choo choo, chariots are coming. Don't leave me behind. All those once again. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. The old grey goose is dead. Choo choo. Choo choo, chariots are coming. Choo choo, chariots are coming. Choo choo, chariots are coming. Don't leave me behind. Oh, brilliant. Did you see me having a quick look? I can't believe it. Somebody has stolen my maraca. Nowhere to be seen. It must have fallen off when I was sorting things out last night. It was here. It's always here. Oh dear. The maraca thief has been in my house and stolen my one maraca. Because you know what I always say? Do a risk assessment on a pair of maracas is far too dangerous. Okay, we're going to start with a bit of Dino Martino. It's time for Sway, which is why I was looking for my maraca. But do not worry, I will improvise and we'll manage something. I have a hairbrush. Not very noisy though. Kind of got a pair of castanets, couldn't I suppose? Here we go. When the rainbow rhythm starts to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When you dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Instrumental. Here we go. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. You know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. We've got a cha-cha-cha coming up. Don't peek too soon. Cha-cha-cha. Oh, fabulous. Right, let's have a little look at what I've got on my list. I have got sway. And then where would we be without the Carpenters? So we are going to have a little bit of Top of the World this morning. Top of the World, looking down on creation, which is where probably most of us are, isn't it? Well, that's where we'd like to be. So here we go. A little bit of Karen and Richard Carpenter. Here we go. Sudden feelings coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see. Not a cloud in the sky, got the sun in my eyes, and I won't be surprised if it's a dream. Everything in the world it's got to be is now coming true, especially for me. And the reason is clear, it's because you are here. You're the nearest thing to heaven that I've seen. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I've found ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. Something in the wind has learned my name, and it's telling me the things are not the same. In the leaves on the trees and the touch of the breeze, there's a pleasing sense of happiness for me. There is only one wish on my mind. When this day is through, I hope that I will find that tomorrow will be just the same for you and me. All I need will be mine if you are here. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. Oh, now there you are, you see. Top of the world, looking down on creation, somewhere over the rainbow. Great stuff. Great. So let's go back in time a little bit, shall we? Let's do a couple of lovely Vera Lynn numbers. So shall we start with Lily Marlene? I know Marge loves this. Marge and Karen and the gang, thank you so much for my lovely card, by the way. I think I said thank you, but if I didn't, forgive me. I've had a lot going on in my brain. Yeah, lovely card. And this is for you guys up in Manselton. It's for everybody, of course. But Marge really does love a bit of Lily Marlene. Oh, it's telling me an advert. No, thank you. I'm okay, thank you. I've got enough Philadelphia in my fridge. Oh, and here we go. Underneath the lantern by the barrack gate, darling, I remember the way you used to wait. 'Twas there that you whispered tenderly that you'd love me, you'd always be my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. Time would come for roll call, time for us to part. Darling, I'd caress you and press you to my heart. And then, neath that far-off lantern light, I'd hold you tight, we'd kiss good night, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. Orders came for sailing somewhere over there, all confined to barracks, 'twas more than I could bear. I knew you were waiting in the street, I heard your feet, but could not meet my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. Resting in our billet just behind the line, even though we're parted, your lips are close to mine. You wait where the lantern softly gleamed, your sweet face seemed to haunt my dreams, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. My lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. And off goes Vera into the distance with her snare drum. Fabulous. There we go. Let us carry on with that theme for a moment. Although this is, I've said to you so many times, haven't I? When you get a really, really magical melody, oh, please, Saint Cecilia, inspire me with a brilliant melody so that I may have a #1 tune in the hit parade. Oh, I wish. I wish. I wish for other things more, mind. But I would like to be able to write a nice melody. I can sort of noodle around on the piano a bit, but I can't come up with anything original. It all sounds like very, very bad Barry Manilow. But this is I think, one of the most lovely songs that was ever written. It's called A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square. This was covered by Engelbert Humperdinck as well, apparently. He got around, didn't he? Old Engie boy. That certain night, the night we met, there was magic abroad in the air. There were angels dining at the Ritz, and a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I may be right, I may be wrong, but I'm perfectly willing to swear that when you turned and smiled at me, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. The moon that lingered over London town, poor puzzled moon, he wore a frown. How could he know we two were so in love? The whole darn world seemed upside down. The streets of town were paved with stars. It was such a romantic affair. And as we kissed and said goodnight, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. There were angels dining at the Ritz, and a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. The moon that lingered over London town, poor puzzled moon, he wore a frown. How could he know we two were so in love? The whole darn world seemed upside down. The streets of town were paved with stars. It was such a romantic affair. And as we kissed and said goodnight, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I know 'cause I was there that night in Berkeley Square. Now, die-hard fans may recall that about a week ago, it was last Friday, lovely Alan Holt, who comes up with some absolute belters for us to sing. And well, you all do. Elaine does great ideas, all of you. But I don't know, Alan seems to be able to pick things from the back of my memory. I remember singing along to when I was about, 7 or 8, something like that. And this is from Damn Yankees. Do you remember my machine went all weird on me and it wouldn't play? So this time I've had 5 rehearsals this morning on this one. And so far, nothing has gone wrong. It's called You've Got to Have Heart. If you are one of these YouTube people who are clever, go and look at the original because it's an absolute scream. Do you know what? It's doing that thing again. Don't do this to me, please, please, please. Should we give it one more go? Should we try? Because this has been absolutely great this morning. It's done nothing but exactly what I wanted it to do. Right. Can I have you all to cross your fingers, please? Here we go. Come on. Positive vibes. You gotta have heart. All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, that's when your grin should start. You gotta have hope. Mustn't sit around and mope. Nothing's half as bad as it may appear. Wait till next year and hope. When your luck is batting 0, get your chin up off the floor. Mister, you can be a hero. You can open any door, there's nothing to it but to do it. You gotta have heart, miles and miles and miles of heart. Oh, it's fine to be a genius, of course, but keep that old horse before the cart. So what's the heck the use of worrying? Why should we curse? We gotta get better, God, we can't get worse, and to add to it, we've got heart. When your luck is betting zero, get your chin up off the floor. Mister, you can be a hero. You can open any door, there's nothing to it but to do it. You've gotta have heart, miles and miles and miles of heart. Oh, it's fine to be a genius, of course, but keep that old horse before the cart. So what the heck's the use of worrying? Why should we curse? We gotta get better, cause we can't get wise, and to add to it, we've got heart. We've got heart. We've got heart. Oh, Alan, I love it. Do you know what? I had a grin on my face as soon as you said that. And I thought, I wonder if, you know, when you love things when you're a kid and then when you get to a ripe old age of 23 and a half, you forget how to have fun sometimes, don't you? Mind you, maybe you come out the other side and I've come out the other side and I'm going back to my childhood now. And I just, oh, it was so funny. And in fact, I can't wait to see if I can find it on one of those clever platforms, so that I can play it for free, because it's one of those things, like Disney, isn't it, that transcends all ages, isn't it? You know, there are different things on different levels for all of us. Okay, we're going to have a bit of tie a yellow ribbon now. Here we go. My piano's very quiet. I'm just going to fiddle. I think it's because I dropped some squash in it the other day. Don't tell anyone. I'm coming home, I've done my time. Now I've got to know what is and isn't mine. If you've received a letter telling you I set me free, then you know just what to do if you still want me. If you still want me, just tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years, do you still want me? If I don't see your ribbon round my old oak tree, I'll stay on the bus, forget about us, put the blame on me. If I don't see your ribbon round the old oak tree. Bus driver, please look for me, and I've got to see what I'm gonna see. I'm really still in prison, and my love, she holds the key. Simple yellow ribbons, but I need to set me free. I wrote and told her, please tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years, do you still want me? If I don't see a ribbon round the old oak tree, I'll stay on the bus, forget about us, put the blame on me. If I don't see a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. Get your kazoos ready, instrumental. Now the whole damn bus is cheering, hooray! And I can't believe I see 100 yellow ribbons round the old tree. Oh my goodness! Helen Hudson, how are you, my lovely? I had no idea that Yellow Ribbon was your mum and dad's special song. Oh, lots of love to you, my darling. Elaine says it's wet. Yes, Elaine, wet, cold, and I was saying at the beginning of the broadcast, I felt like my roof was coming in. And Fionn went outside to try and make some snowballs because she was so excited at the prospect of there being ice on the floor. You see, oh, to be 12 again, which is where I am in my head. And Belen is in the house. Good morning. No golf for you, Belen, today. Not after that thunder lightning last night. Dear me. Don't want to get don't have an accident with your golf club, do you? Right, okay. I think we need a bit of rhywbeth yn Cymraeg. Here we go. Something Welsh. Mae Bismerian wedi brifo, a Dafydd y gas ddim yn iach. Mae baban yn y cryd yn crio, a'r gath wedi sgrwp o Johnny bach. Sosban bach yn berwi ar y llaw, sosban fawr yn berwi ar y llaw, a'r gath wedi sgrwp o Johnny bach. Dau bach yn soldiwr, dau bach yn soldiwr, dau bach yn soldiwr ac o de grisau mas. Mae Bismerian wedi gwella a Dafydd yn gwas yn ei led. Mae baban yn y gryd wedi tafu a'r gath wedi huno mewn nedd. Sosban bach yn berwi ar y tân, sosban fawr yn berwi ar y llaw, a'r gath wedi huno mewn nedd. Sosban bach yn berwi ar y tân, sosban fawr yn berwi ar y llaw, a'r gath wedi huno mewn nedd. Dau bach. Dau bach yn soldiwr, dau bach yn soldiwr, dau bach yn soldiwr ac o de grisau mas. Sosban bach yn berwi ar y tân, sosban fawr yn berwi ar y llaw, a'r gath wedi sgrwpo Johnny bach. Oi, oi! Oh. Now, unusually, Joan is not in the house today. But as I think I said to you guys a couple of weeks ago, she commented on this, Those Were the Days, which is our last song today, and said that when she was in the West Glamorgan Youth Choir, they sang this with Mary Hopkins. How fantastic is that? So here we go. A little bit of this to finish. The wrong side, as Helen Hunter always says, the wrong side of a bottle of ouzo. Once upon a time, there was a tavern where we used to raise a glass or two. Remember how we laughed away the hours and dreamed of all the great things we would do. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose, try to never lose. When we were young and sure to have our way. La 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 and the busy years went rushing by us. We lost our starry motions on the way. If by chance I'd see you in the tavern, we'd smile at one another and we'd say, those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose, we'd fight and never lose. We were long and sure to have our way. La 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 la. Just tonight I stood before the tavern, used to be. In the glass I saw a strange reflection. Was that lonely woman really me? Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose, we'd fight and never lose. We were young and sure to have our way. La 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 la. Through the door there came familiar laughter. I saw your face and heard you call my name. Oh, my friend, we're older but no wiser, for in our hearts the dreams are still the same. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose, we'd fight and never lose. We were young and sure to have our way. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Great suggestions. If you've got anything for All Request Friday, please do give me a shout. You can get hold of me on here or send me an email or on the Musical Memories website. Have a lovely day. Please don't go out unless you have to today. It's chilly out there. Lots of love. Bye.